Hi, John Alex here with the second round in my league run, our league run with Grinding Station. Won the first one against my friend JPA93 on Sneak and Show. Now up against Sleep Elemental, keeping 7 cards. I think this hand is a keep. It is potentially a natural Tendrils kill if our opponent is on some Delver deck. It could also be against other decks. Is this Elves? It likely is. Forest Death, right? Okay. I really feel like just playing Swamp Go. This is a very unusual start. And this is one of the matchups where having an Austrian main deck definitely hurts. Okay, so this... Actually, this shouldn't be Elves, because in Elves I would play Verdant Catacombs at Misty Rainforest with Deathrite Shaman to sometimes signal Team America or Shardless when you go Bayou Deathrite on turn 1. And yeah, it definitely actually isn't Elves. Okay, so is this just a turn 2 Leo Vault? That would be really good against the hand. It is not though. Double green. Tireless Tracker. Okay, that is interesting. Another land. So we're now on 7 spells. Our opponent is on 19 life. If our opponent loses 1 more life to fetch land, for example, they are dead if we hit just 1 more spell. And I guess there we go. Let's just hope there's no Thalia or anything coming down here. Definitely playing with fire, these kinds of hands. You definitely open yourself up to stuff like Hate Bears, Thalia for example, Galactique, but yeah. And if we draw a spell, I'm gonna start firing off probes next turn. Get attacked by the Tireless Tracker. Okay, cracking a clue. That's good. Maybe... Nah, they're likely keeping up Death right here. Rather than activating the fetch land to get another clue and then eating the fetch land to attack for 5. Okay, so they actually are going to do that, it seems. Interesting, because I might be on some Lightning Bolt deck and just kill the Tracker in response to cycling the clue. And now we just need 2 more spells to kill with the sand, and we have a draw step and 2 probes. We also have all the mana in the world, so that's pretty neat. Okay, F6. They go to 18, we go down to 15. And spell, that is perfect. We only need to hit a spell off of Preordain, which should be manageable. So Decay, Double Zenith, Path, Savannah, and Catacombs. This might be Maverick. Our opponent potentially had the option to just go for Galactique last turn. That would have killed us. Okay, Brainstorm. Brainstorm is a good one. Let's cast Brainstorm. And put back one of the fetch lands. And one of the cantrips. Not that it matters, because this is already lethal. Okay, grabbing Volcanic it seems. Not that it matters with double petal. Just playing for max value, also for blue, just because. And Ponder just to make sure we don't die. Actually, casting the Rite of Flame here is relevant because it makes our opponent think we might be on the Epic Storm. Which does play out a little differently than what we are after sideboarding. And there we have a turn 3 natural Tendrils kill. Drawing Tendrils, good, it turns out. How do we want to sideboard? I don't think we want empty. We do like the Tendrils. We do like Past in Flames. We do like Nauseam. And in these kind of matchups, I like boarding out all the discard spells. So there we go. I want to bring in Chrome Moxen and Infernal Tutors. I don't think our opponent is on Chalice deck, Chalice of the Void, so I don't think we need to bring in by force. However, I do want to bring in Sudden Shock, and I think we can board out one of the lands. It's very hard to say which one. I'm leaning Basic Swamp, because we only need black mana in the combo turn, because we no longer have a discard now. And yeah, I think this looks decent. Let's go with it. And this is a very, very aggressive setup. The only setups that are even more aggressive are the ones where they have Petition instead of Burning Wish, and potentially Reign of Filth over Rite. But this is also pretty decent. We have 2 removal spells, which is not much, but we also have Burning Wish for Pyroclasm, which is decent. No discard, because who needs discard? The goal is to kill our opponent on turn 1 anyway. For that purpose, it might be better to have empty over Tendrils on the draw. Here we have Sudden Shock, which is cool. Keeping. We can fetch for Basic Island, which is nice. So is this discard. Deathrite Shaman. Just seeing if... Oh, our opponent is a Nick Fit. Did not expect that. So this makes me want to use the Bloodstained Mire to get Underground Sea, rather than Basic Island. Basic Island, because we want to get the Basic Island of Veteran Explorer to be able to brainstorm if our opponent has Flashback Cabal Therapy. Let's just get Underground Sea. Drawing Tendrils not the greatest here, but it's not terrible. And this is actually something I don't mind keeping. However, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to draw the Lions of Diamond here or the Past in Flames. Leaning Past in Flames, because that's actually LED, because so how reasonable is it to just not get a Basic Island in case our opponent has Cabal Therapy? I don't think it is, because we have the double Brainstorm, which our opponent likely is gonna name anyway if they cast Cabal Therapy, so maybe casting the Ponder was bad. I think the Business Spell is more valuable with Tendrils in hand. So, okay, attacking for 1. Go down to 18. And if this is not Cabal Therapy, we're in a very good spot, I think. Okay, it is. And they're gonna name Brainstorm, which is quite unfortunate. Oh, they named LED. That is really good for us. It is really good for us. And unfortunately, we do not have the Basic Swamp in our deck anymore, so we can only get 1 land of the Veteran Explorer. But still, this is a decent position to be in. And I'm quite happy I took the Past in Flames now. Tendrils plus LED doesn't really do much, but Past in Flames plus Tendrils is potentially very, very dangerous for our opponent. Okay. And now we need to brainstorm. And okay, so this is pretty much all we need. I think I like putting both rituals on top. I think it's most likely our opponent names Dark Ritual here. Okay, actually going with the brainstorm. Did not expect that, but we're still good. So, Lost Legacy. Okay, this is actually very annoying that we have to shuffle away the 2 rituals now. Likely naming Tendrils of Agony. Which puts us back a fair amount. Okay, Tendrils, and that is interesting because they did see Burning Wish. Did they? No, they didn't see Burning Wish, but they saw Rite of Flame, which is never played without Burning Wish. But we shuffled away 2 Lines of Diamonds, a Dark Ritual and a Cabal Ritual now. All because I was afraid to have them hit with discard. Shuffling away the LEDs, to be fair, was correct. But the 2 rituals was okay, right, that's decent. Shuffling away the 2 rituals definitely wasn't necessary. I think I could have kept Cabal Ritual in my hand, for example. Petal, that's a decent draw. And okay, LED. Opening up a cantrip line with Past in Flames. So now we just have to hope to die. I think I want 1 more ritual before I'm good with casting Past in Flames. What is this? Okay, so our opponent gets to return Veteran Explorer to their hand next turn. Okay, fair enough. Not activating the fetch land here because it doesn't change anything. We have 1 land on the bottom of our library, and shuffling 1 away does not make a difference. Okay, it's only on my opponent's upkeep. So we have a lot of mana here, 8, 11 to be exact. And then another 3 after the Past in Flames, so I think I'm fine going for the Past in Flames here. We have Preordained Ponder Brainstorm. We also get to fetch between brainstorms, so that's pretty good. So we want to preordain into brainstorm into ponder. How do we best do that? We play the Lotus Petal. Our opponent might have surgical, but that wouldn't be too terrible. It would take 2 brainstorms or Dark Ritual. So we need either to crack the petal or to use the Dark Ritual, and we only want to shuffle once most likely, or do we? We want to keep up as much mana as possible. So there's Lotus Petal. As many fetch lands as possible, excuse me. So right. Knights of Diamond. And I'm gonna keep the black mana in pool. What I'm wondering is, do I want to discard the Sudden Shock to LED? I don't think I do. Okay, so let's start off with the Preordain. Definitely the Preordain first, but I'm wondering if I should crack the LED. I don't think so, because I have Infernal Tutors in my deck. Okay, bottom. Drawing Probe is decent. And now I'm gonna crack the LED in response to the probe. For blue. Opponent has... Okay, 2 lands. That's decent. Okay, there's Infernal Tutor. That was easy, I guess. So we have Burning Wishes. Okay. Reasonably interesting game. I got to showcase what drawing Pass in Flames cantrips does. Obviously, you're not supposed to get there this easily, but what can you do? Sometimes Magic likes you. I think the first game was pretty cool with the Natural Tendrils, and the second also showcased what drawing combo pieces actually does. It also showcased how you can just cast a Gothixian Probe and get there. So 2-0 so far with a deck that I personally enjoy very much, and thanks for tuning in. See you tomorrow with the third match in our league run with Grinding Station.